Are you looking for the best Wi-Fi access point for your home? We've got this one right here. Figured I'd show this thing off to you guys today. So let's go ahead and grab that Mike Vance knife right there so we can open this bad boy on up and see what we got on the inside here. And if you guys find this video helpful, definitely appreciate you guys hooking up that helpful for me right there. All right, so there's 4 different modes that you can do with these routers right here, or these access points. There's the mesh extender mode, the repeater mode, the AP mode, and the router mode. So I really like how there's 4 different configurations that you can do with this thing. So let's go ahead and open this on up just like this. So this right here is a look at your unit. Looks fantastic. Good quality right there. Not too big though as well, which I really like. In fact, let me go ahead and take a measurement on that real quick. Yeah, you're looking at 6.5 inches right there. 6.5 inches on that side, so it's a perfect square there. Then you have your accessories right here. It's nicely labeled for us so we know. And then you have your antennas right here, which I'll show you all how to do those. And then underneath all that, you have all your instructions that you might need to be able to get everything going on. So, taking a look at what we have here, let's start with our antennas. So you have your 6 antennas right here, and then they also give you some straps right here, because if you want to mount this around a pole, you can do that easily if you want to put it outside. So, with your antennas, you're going to see all around these things, these little brass pieces right there. And that is where your antennas are going to hook up to. Now, you do want to point out that there is 2.4G and 5G on here. So you have to look, like this one right here is 2.4, and this one right here is 5. You have to look at your antenna as well. This one is 2.4. So you just want to make sure that you align up the correct antenna in the correct little nodule right here, whatever you call it, screw. Each one also has a nice rubber gasket around it right there. And that's just so that, you know, if you do plan on mounting it outside, the weather doesn't get to it. It's nice and sealed. So we have another 2.4 right here. And this one is, the antennas are configured in a way that's kind of like bug legs, if you will. They kind of all stick out, 3 on either side. And that's actually great for getting the signal out better, because it'll reach it in a lot more directions. You want to make sure that you get it nice and tight with that seal that's on there, so that everything stays nice and clean. So you do have to press down a little bit to be able to get it to engage the screw there. But once you have them all in, this is what it's looking like right here. Now, just to give you guys a measurement fully across so that you know how much room you might need wherever you're going to mount this up. With your antennas now, you're looking at 2 foot 2 inches. And this should be about the same. This is diagonally is 2 foot 3.5 inches right there. So just to give you guys an idea of the size of these things with the antenna on. By the way, this is what it looks like from the back right there. You can see how they have the hardware right here already ready for you to be able to get this thing mounted up. Then your other box right here is your accessory box. We got a box in a box. Let's see what we got here. So this is all the extra nougats and bits that you're going to need to be able to get everything all nice and wired up. They give you some little 3M sticky tape right there to be able to get it posted up, to hold it up while you strap it around. You have your Ethernet cable right here, which you're going to use. I'll show you all how that works here in just a second. I just want to get everything laid out for us. Let's see, that's a solid, I'd call that a 3-foot cord right there. So a nice, decent sized Ethernet cord for this machine. You got a wrench right here, because you're going to need to put a few things here. You got this little guy right there. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. And then this right here is going to be where your Ethernet is going to go through. So you just simply open this on up, This right here is another little gasket that's going to fit inside these like little teeth pieces right here. But this part right here opens up just like that. So you take your Ethernet and you put this gasket seal around it right there. Now this is going to go, there's an Ethernet jack on the inside of this thing right here. This is actually how you're going to get power to it, which we're going to discuss here in just a second. First, I want to show you guys this. So this is going to go, once you have your gasket seal on there, you put the one with the teeth on, and then you're going to want to put that through just like that. Here, let you guys come on down. And then you're going to bring this all the way, oh, I guess I need to get that on the Ethernet jack first. You want to bring this thing up and around here. Then you're going to put this around here to be able to create that seal around your Ethernet jack. Again, this is that, just like the antennas had those seals on there, this is going to help to seal this whole port right here from the weather. Why can't I get that on there now? Pop that on. Pop that on. This thing should just go right on up through there. I've done this once before because they sent me one of their other antennas. Just gotta push that right on through. You just want to make it to where you can connect with those threads right there. For some reason, this is just giving me a hard time. Let me take this on out and let's try it the other way. I can put that down. So we're going to bring this to right here. I'm going to bring this all the way on up so that this is already pushed into here. That's probably the best way to do it. That way we get that nice and tight up against there. Now we can push that, the Ethernet right on in. Figured it out. I'm an idiot. Dad brain here. Take this off. This goes this way. Your seal goes on the other side because this seal closes up right here. Feel like an idiot here. This gasket closes up that. This right here is going to close up this. And then once you get that into there, you take your last cap right here. You're going to thread that on through your Ethernet right there. And then you're going to screw that bad boy on up right there. I can get this pretty well finger tight, but they do give you this nice little wrench right here. So if you do need to wrench it a little bit just to make it nice and sealed, you can utilize that. You can do the same thing with this piece right here to make sure it's nice and sealed. That way the weather can't get to there. Now, once you have that all nice and closed up, this is going to go into here. And you'll notice that there's 4 sides to this. There's your switch right there to turn it on and off. This is your PoE. We'll get to that in a minute. This is your data LAN, data in, and then this is your DC in right here. So, PoE right here stands for Power over Ethernet. And so you can simply take your power cord right here. By the way, this is about a 4-foot cord right there. I'm going to plug that in. Then I'm going to plug this into right here. Then I'm going to plug the other end of the Ethernet into this part right here for that power over Ethernet. And then I can press my button to turn it on. And that is going to send power to this. So this is powering up right now. And it is going to be ready to roll to get connected to your Wi-Fi, which is awesome. Now, if you do want to hardwire the access point to your computer, you can use this other port right here. That way, you just grab another Ethernet, plug that into there, put the other one into your computer, and you have a solid connection all the way through and through. Of course, they give you the hardware right here to be able to mount everything up if you want to do that as well. But this is a solid access point right here Very easy to get set up. Y'all definitely go and grab y'all one of these if this is something that you're looking for. Let me know if this was helpful. If it was, there's that helpful right there. Definitely appreciate you guys hooking that up for me. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all go add this to your cart if you're looking to get some Wi-Fi into a bigger area, if you have a large house, to get it to the rooms that are having trouble getting Wi-Fi to, or if you just have like a large yard and you want to be able to get Wi-Fi out to other parts of your yard or to a barn or something like that. This is perfect for that because it has all the weathering materials on here so that the rain and the outdoor elements can't damage it. So go and add that to your cart if that's something that you want. Thank y'all for watching, and Dad out.